I don't know how it all happened. I mean, I'm certainly willing to
But it
accept the
couldn't
scientific
possibly have been Adam and Eve 5,000 years ago with a talking snake in a garden, could it?
Well, it could have possibly been that.
Come on. See, this is my problem.
Yeah.
Is I'm trying. I mean, you're a senator. You are one of the very few people who are really running this country. It worries me that people are running my country who believe in a talking snake.
You don't have to pass an IQ test to be in the Senate, though.
That look when someone realizes what they've said. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Bill Maher, who's your documentary Religulous. Is that how it's pronounced?
Correct.
Religulous.
You pronounced it correctly.
Now, is this documentary anti-religion, Bill?
Well, sort of. But it's not mean. You know, I think one of the reasons it's done well and people like
What
it.
is this, like $100 million in its first day
No,
or
that's like a
something?
regular movie. But
All right.
but it has, among documentaries, it's already 7th on the all-time list of every documentary they ever made.
Good
So
Lord.
it has done well.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. And I think people were expecting it to be mean-spirited, and they found that it is not, because I'm not trying to be mean-spirited. I'm not trying to put my finger in people's face and saying, you're stupid. What I'm saying is I'm asking questions that people never ask in this country, because usually this topic of religion and faith, you say the word faith, case closed, conversation ends, you know, that's my faith. And what I'm saying is I'm just going to ask you questions like, why is faith good? Why is saying you're going to suspend critical thinking a good thing, especially when you're a senator? Okay?
I was thinking about it. I think it's a fair question. I think faith is good because it combats fear of the unknown. I think that's what it's useful for.
But if you're doing it by making up stories and cleaving to stories that were made up by men in the Bronze Age,
Right.
when they didn't know where the sun went at night, and, you know, what makes babies, you know, stuff George Bush still doesn't know. Then it starts to affect policy, you know, Sarah Palin.
Well, there's an interesting thing. The marriage of religion and politics in America, which is actually, I studied the Constitution a little bit before I became a
I know
citizen
you
this
did.
year.
We talked about it last time.
Isn't
you were studying.
isn't that against the Constitution, that religion and
Absolutely.
politics, they actually forbid it?
Yes, we call it separation of church and state
There you
here.
go. And I was
Right.
wondering but is that your motive of making the documentary? It's not really about religion, it's really about politics? Or,
Well, that's certainly part of it. I think even people who are religious and wouldn't agree with my central thesis that maybe we shouldn't, you know, believe in the invisible space god, I think they would agree that we've had it up to here with having religion shoved down our throats by political people.
Well, that's for sure. I think they hide behind it. I think a lot of people as scoundrels hide behind religion. I wonder, though, do you believe in God?
Look, I don't say I'm an atheist, because that, to me, mirrors the kind of certitude
it's
that
a
religious
fundamental
people have.
stance, yeah.
I say I don't know. This is what we say in the movie, is I don't know. And anyone who tells me that they know for sure what happens in the next world, and of course the people who talk about the next world, they're more sure of that than what happens on Earth, which is ridiculous, because we don't know what goes on in this world. We get all this stuff dead wrong.
Right. No, it is kind of worrying.
And yet they know about the next world in such certitude and with such detail. You know that when you get to heaven, you'll meet Jesus. He's at the right hand of the Father. He's wearing a white robe. It has gold piping on the sleeve. There's a chorus of angels. 3 of them are playing trumpets. How the hell do you know this stuff?
It seems quite... but what about... were there any religions... Because you looked at a lot of different religions in the movie, right? Were there any of the religions you looked at you went, actually, you know, I can see a way in there for me?
No.
No, none at all?
I mean... No, I mean, they're all crazy. They're all completely insane. The new ones are actually funnier because, you know, like Mormonism and Scientology,
right?
Which I think they should combine and make Mormontology. They're even funnier because, you know, they're only like 100, 150 years old.
Right.
So by the time they got to the trough, most of the good crazy was already taken. So, like, the Mormons had to... I mean, you ever studied what the Mormons believe
I've read
in?
a little bit about... I read Under the Banner of Heaven, the John Krakauer book. Have you read that?
I have not.
It's a very interesting study of the early Mormon church.
I mean, they believe in magic underwear?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
protective undergarments. How many are wearing magic underwear tonight? Well, good, because if that midget gets up in the audience, you're gonna need it. I'm just kidding. What? I can't say midget.
I'm wearing magic underwear because I can drive myself like a dog. Using my magic underwear.
Oh, now I'm gonna pretend I'm offended at your remarks. Stop that. That's
Oh,
not
for
right.
heaven's
What
sake,
sort of
Bill,
a thing
come
is that to
along now.
say?
I'm offended at you, Bill.
Please,
I'm offended at you.
I'm not talking to you anymore. I'll talk to the band.
All right, talk to the man now.
At least they got me high.